And we're live. For the purpose of the archived version of this broadcast, welcome folks back to the 2023 USBf National Championships here at the Highwood Bocce Club in Highwood, Illinois. I am Michael Chaldon. You are watching the Bocce Broadcast Network. Today we have the men's doubles PRV National Championship. 4 teams remain. I'm waiting for Scoreholio to update, and we'll see. Turned off my own mic on accident. We'll be able to see which 4 as soon as our scorekeeper updates that. Meanwhile, we are going to have the director of the Italian American Sports Hall of Fame come in here for a minute and talk about that good stuff. Oh, first I got to say goodbye to my Uncle Mike, though. 1 second. Why don't we talk people will be interested in what you have to say about how this week has went. So we couldn't find Ron Onesti, president of the Italian American Sports Hall of Fame. I think he may have vacated the premises, but we got the next best thing here. Danny Pasaglia. Danny, how do you think this week's gone so far for the USBF? I'll just adjust your microphone for you.
Okay.
Here, I got it. Oh. There you go.
Okay. Basically very smooth. The hosts accomplished their goal by not having to have players here till 1 o'clock in the morning. So from that standpoint, it's worked out well. I've seen a lot of good bocce, both from the ladies and from the men.
Here, we'll let Donko finish what he's saying. Let's see Donko. There, Donko.
Highwood, Bocce, Leo, and Miles. Also, a big round of support to our volunteers, our referees, especially, and to all of you for coming out this evening.
Donko Dikic, Ricky. Been told it's pronounced Ricky, but it's spelled Dikic. Anyways, what were we saying, Danny?
I was saying that we've seen some really good plays. It's a long haul. That's part of this tournament is stamina if you're playing in multiple events.
It's a marathon for sure.
And a lot of novice players, quite a few veteran players, and sometimes you can tell the experience comes to the forefront. It's not a game you can pick up in 1 or 2 sessions. You really have to play it. For me, what you've done with this live streaming has probably been one of the most crucial events and additions to our tournament because I don't know if I said it before, just today I received a call and congratulations to all the players and wishing everybody good luck from the world champion, Gianluca Formicone.
Gianluca,
Yeah.
if you're watching.
And he probably is.
I spent a lot of time watching you, so thank you for returning the favor.
Yeah, and he was very happy, and he's in Bologna. They're getting ready. Saturday and Sunday they have their final playoffs for their, I guess you'd call it their league championship, but they belong to different clubs. And I like to call it a club championship.
Is there like a national league in Italy?
Well, it's a club.
A club
What
league?
happens, they have an A division and then an A2 division. And just to rattle off some of the names, Bovio Marino, Vigasio Villafranca, MP Cacilanza, and Moscano. And they basically hire players. And then they play for the club and hope to get to the end and where they can pick up a little bonus money by winning the championship. So yeah, there's money involved. For the top 16 players, there's also points.
Is that only in Bologna? Or is
No,
that...
Bologna is a neutral site that they picked. For example, this year they had...
So are these teams from around the country?
They're around Italy, yes.
Yeah.
From as far south as Sicily and as far north as Verona and Milan.
What's a league called?
It's It's just the Italian club championship, athletics championship. And there's 10 teams, and they do it back and forth. So it's 18 weeks. And you play once on the opponent's courts and once on your own. And they play 8 games to 8 points. The first games are 2 singles and 2 triples.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next 4 games are 2 doubles. So there's 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 singles. To win a match, you obviously have to win 5 of the 8. And then they keep track of the points. You get 3 points for winning, 1 point for a draw, tie. So
How do you
finish
tie?
4-4. If you win 4 and lose 4, it's considered a tie. They don't
Oh,
go.
I got you.
Yeah, they don't
Right.
go ahead. And so they're getting ready for that. It's a big event.
Wow. And you said it's how many weeks? 18?
18 weeks. They start in January, and it runs through June. They skip a few weeks for holidays and stuff, but they start like towards the end of June. It's on YouTube. You can see it usually every Saturday.
How would somebody find it if they wanted to?
If they want to find it, the best way to do it is go to the Italian website, Federazione Italiana Boccistica, FIB, F-I-B for short. And right on their opening web site, there's a banner that says this week's championship. And they'll tell you the 2 cities that are playing. It's Avelia HD is their live streaming for that, usually. And the same way they're checking into you now, it's the same process.
I have watched a lot of Avelia, yeah.
Yeah, you have a 7-hour time difference from the Central, 6-hour Eastern, so keep that in mind. They play at 2:30 in the afternoon, which you got to get up at either 7:30 or 8:30, depending upon where you're at.
I'm sure the videos are archived, though, right?
They are,
If you
yes,
wanna-
they are.
yeah.
You can see them the next day.
So, how long has that league been running? Do you know?
A long time.
Just for folks wondering, by the way, this is just a practice frame, so
Yeah, they're
not
just-
missing anything. A long time, like years and years,
Years and years, yes.
decades, or just
I'd
maybe the
say
last 10?
decades because,
Oh, really?
yeah, they were doing it back in the 80s.
And the players get played, or they get paid. Excuse me. They get paid to.
Yes.
Are they? I imagine they have day jobs as well.
Some of them don't.
Really? So
Yeah, it depends on.
you can be just a professional. You can make a living being a professional
That's what
bocce player.
Gianluca
And
is. Gianluca is.
wow.
He gets paid by the club, and then the tournaments that they have usually have some sort of money attached to it, not like we have. They might have €300, €500. I was there one weekend, which was a special one. He won both Saturday and Sunday tournaments, and he told me that he went home with €3,000 for winning the 2 events. That's not a bad weekend.
No.
So
For
yeah,
most
no,
of us, no.
yeah. There are some other players that even though they play a lot, they do have to have subsidized jobs in order to keep going. And then for them, the travel is the biggest expense. Gas, as we all know, in Europe, especially Italy, is 4 times what it is here.
Okay. And
Looks like we're getting ready here.
right. What about? So if they have this league established in Italy, why? There's no
Why not
reason.
here?
Right? Yeah, no reason we shouldn't be able to do that here. Do you see a path?
We don't pay any players.
Well, do you see a path though to something like that? I imagine that they must have a lot of sponsors there. How do the players get paid? Do they get paid by the clubs?
For example, the team name for Gianluca's team is Nova Inox Vigasio Veronese. Nova Inox is a very big company over there that they're into construction, especially kitchens, bathrooms with using marble, and they're the sponsor. And the sponsor means they're paying the players. They play the club, and the club pays the player.
So each club, basically, to fund a team, has to find a sponsor.
That's correct.
Interesting.
Sometimes the city will sponsor.
Is there a governing body for the league?
Yes, FIB.
FIB, yeah. So this league, I mean, I imagine, like most sports, probably started with just a handful of clubs, and over the years.
As far back as I can remember, they've never had less than 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an A. That's not counting A2, which is a level below that probably has another 8.
And is there a way, like soccer, for the A2 teams to make it into the A?
If they win, every year, like now this year, they took the bottom 2 teams during the season, and they were automatically dropped into A2. The top 2 A2 teams get moved up into A.
Like similar to soccer.
Exactly. Right. So they're constantly trying to keep the A level with the best teams.
That's interesting. That's parallel with a lot of. I've been trying to think of a way to do that in this country. But the thing is that it costs so much money to do that, right?
And one of the things, as far as I've been doing this, like I said, a long time, and the USBF, part of our difficulty is the fact that you can go to sponsors. My business allowed me to have input to many companies. And the difficulty we have is the first thing they ask you is, how many members do you have? And where are they? And even if I have 2,000 members, but they're spread across the United States, it's not enough to significantly impress, a Ford company or Chrysler.
Right. Well, they need an audience to have a reason to sponsor something, right? So maybe that's kind of the conclusion that I've come to, is that we need to prove that there's an audience.
There might be a ruling.
Yeah, Danny is. We got Leo on the court. I think he can, even though he's on one of the teams.
Yeah.
Leo and Dario.
Yeah, that's
between the two of them, they can figure it out.
It's a little confusing for Dario because it's a new rule that was implemented at the beginning of this year by the CBI, and to explain it is, if there's a ball at the end of the court like this, and if you push either the Paulino or the ball against the backboard, there is no rule of advantage and the ball is taken out.
There is no rule of advantage. See, we had this discussion earlier. Somebody actually brought out, they had printed out the rule book, and it said, it did say that there was a rule of advantage, but that may have been an old from past years, or may have been a different rule.
Well, previously, if you touched something, it was good. But now they changed that, and there's no rule of advantage. You just simply pull the ball out and put the other one back.
Right, it's essentially a primary with no choice.
Exactly.
Right.
Looks like Leo's getting ready to roll here. They tried to capitalize and make a few points, but it's very, very difficult now to make points at the end of the court. That's going to be a secondary.
So I think there is a pathway towards a league like that in this country, but I think it starts with being able to draw sponsors, which, you go a step backwards from that is you have to show them that there's an audience of people who will.
I think fundamentally you'll have to start with a sector or a section.
With a region?
A region.
A regional, yeah. It's cheaper, right?
Yeah, well, if you try to do, if you think about it, the whole size of Italy is probably as big as Texas.
If that, yeah.
If that. So, I've been with Gianluca, where he'll drive from Abruzzi, which is south central, to drive up to Milan is about a 6-hour drive. But you can do it. You leave the day before and you drive the 6 hours, you spend the weekend there, and come back. But here, you need 6 hours by plane to go from New York to California.
Right.
So I can see it happening. Like, I think a perfect area is the Ohio Valley.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of players.
You hear that, Ohio? Oh, there's a lot of people from Ohio watching right now.
Yeah. I know they have tournaments, but they may want to take it one step further and transpose it into a league where you can move around from one club to another. Start with maybe 4 or 5 clubs and do I'll shut up here while
Frankie.
Todd tries.
It's Frankie Ostello there. Good hit with the Rafa, bad break. Caught a little bit of Paulino. For those who are just tuning in, I'm talking with Danny Pasaglia, president of the USBF, our highest ranking member of the Bocce community here in the U.S. Talking about the professional leagues that they have in Italy and a possible pathway towards establishing one here in the U.S. That's a real quick ball from Andy Zimmerman. He's slapping his rag on his hand.
He's going out.
Yeah, it's going to burn, I think. Dario's going to pick that one up.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. You leave the team with 2 points and another ball to throw. Wow, 2 balls to throw.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 points.
Yeah.
For Leo and Miles.
It should be duck soup for Miles. Yep. 4 points. See, and that's another part of strategy, that when a game is timed, you can't afford to start out 6-0. It's an uphill climb, and you're not only from a playing standpoint, but you're fighting the clock.
Yeah, you can't come back 1 point at a time like you
No.
may be able to in another game.
No. And look, is it ideal? Do I like time games? No. I like to see games played out. But through this week, we've seen many examples of why you have to do it, because the host club, it would be impossible to schedule things, and there's no way people would be getting out of here at a decent time every night. It's an excellent lag.
Very nice ball from Leo Gennady, vice president of the USBF.
They're going to have to shoot that out.
Over on court 1, the score is 2-1 in favor of Maurizio and Anthony. Right ahead and
Stuck.
yeah,
Made the point.
basically a stick, yeah. On paper, that's a stick. Danny, can you speak to the importance of having an Open A event in the Nationals? Why? What are the reasons why? Even though that's clear, obviously it's not going to be a qualifying event for Worlds.
Right. Well,
Why is it important for the USBF to?
it's important because people think sometimes the USBF is solely focused on Punta Raffavolo, and that's a misnomer. First of all, Punta Raffavolo players aren't created by God. They have to become Punta Raffavolo players. And I would probably bet that 90% of our PRV players came from Open. So if we don't give the opportunity to open rule players to come to the Nationals, play their game, but at the same time witness or participate like you did in Punta Raffavolo, where are we going to draw our future players? It's a question of time. I mean, one of our biggest problems is we don't have the youth competing. And I don't want to go into all the different reasons for the U.S., but obviously one of the things is our size. It's very difficult when you have the territory to cover and bring people together. It's very expensive, and it's getting more and more expensive every time. So it looks like that's probably a primary.
Now, if somebody's listening to this and they want to join, they want to become a member of the USBF, how will they do that?
They simply go to our website. Excuse me. They simply go to our website, usbf.us, and look up the menu, and there's a menu that says join, and then they can either do it by downloading the application, or they can actually go online and pay with a credit card.
And it's only, I think, $20, right?
Yes, currently it's only $20 for an individual. It's $100 for a club, and if the club wants to be generous and pay for 15 members, they buy a $300 membership, and they get 15 free memberships to give out. So all depends on what they want to do.
Right. And what are the benefits for being a USBF member and a USBF member club?
That's probably the 1,000th most asked question. And the answer is extremely difficult because there's varied opinions. As far as an individual, it gives them the right to participate in the Nationals. That's number one. Another thing they need to look at is it's almost more of a donation, is the way I like to explain it. Because what they're doing is your $20 is helping us pay for uniforms, promote the sport. We do a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Gotta make a change.
I do have the score reversed.
So as far as the club goes,
I have the actually have the team names reversed. The score was. Sorry, Danny. Thank you for correcting me.
no, it's still wrong.
Oh my. There we go.
Yeah.
Leo Miles are green and they have 8. Okay.
So as far as clubs go, we offer teaching clinics.
I'm hearing that. Sorry, I'm hearing we're getting an echo here. I'm gonna restart the our audio. Unplug it and plug it back in. This should correct it. 1 second. Yeah, that happens every couple hours out of nowhere. We start to get an echo, but that should correct it. Please let me know in the chat if it's fixed now. Sorry, you were saying, Danny?
What I'm saying is that the clubs can take advantage of what we offer. If they contact me and they're having a tournament, I can help them with how to schedule it, how to run it, offer help with refereeing. I mean, we have a lot of volunteers that have no problem helping to make things better for Bocce. Okay. The Andy and Frankie team obviously took a timeout.
Yeah, good call taking a timeout there, trying.
Yeah, I mean,
Just take your breathers, maybe slow the momentum a little bit.
8-0. It's a good way to try to break the other team's momentum. They've got plenty of time on the clock, so they weren't abusing anything there.
Somebody in the chat, please let me know whether or not it's still echoing. They didn't fix it, really. Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, give it another try.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Let me look at my audio controls. Hopefully we got it that time. We'll find out in about 30 seconds.
Andy placed a nice ball in Pasaglia. Miles attempted a shot and made a miss on the left. He's going to shoot again. And he hit, but the Paulino also moved. The referee's checking, but I believe they did make the point.
So it looks like we got the audio fixed. That's good. Court 1, we'll go over to Court 1 if this game doesn't get any closer. I know it's a popular game. We have tried to accommodate you folks as much as we can, but we can't spend 12 hours broadcasting the same team. So they elected, well, I guess they didn't have a choice, right? That was a good hit.
Yeah, the option here would have been to try a Paulino shot, but that would be very aggressive.
Good question.
So going to lag in.
Yeah. Good question in the chat from Jeff. Over on Court 1, it's a nice looking point from Maurizio, I believe. I didn't see it happen, but
the crowd let you know.
Yeah. We got a question for you in the live chat. Danny, what did you think about, you remember that last frame over here on Court 4 from the quarters yesterday? Where
Yes.
we had the Paulino, the invalid Paulino throw. What were your original thoughts on that, and then why, how did you come to the conclusion that you came to? I know
Okay.
you and Leo had a discussion, right?
I had to admit that I made a mistake with my original call.
Really?
Yes. And to verify it, I contacted FIB because the problem we have is in our USBF rules, we don't allow or haven't considered what happens in a timed game. So Leo and I...
Oh, Dario blocked it. That was a fantastic shooting stick.
Yep.
For 2 points.
So anyway, Leo and I conversed, and fortunately, between Leo, myself, and Danko, we made the right decision. The frame had to be finished. So there's pros and cons to it. Even if a team is ahead, and that's the way it was explained to me, that a team that's ahead with a very limited, 10 seconds or so, makes an attempt to throw the Paulino purposely out, not to allow their opponents to have an opportunity to tie or win the game. So I was corrected. We did it the right way afterwards, and now it's going to get written into the USBF rules. So bottom line, if a Paulino is thrown before the time expires, irregardless if it's in play or not, the frame has to be completed. So you do what you'd normally do and give the opposing team the chance to put the Paulino in play.
Wow. Good clean hit.
So I hope the person on chat understood that, and
that was a very
apologize.
Succinct explanation. No need for an apology. There's been a lot of, especially with all the new rules,
Yeah, the new rules are I mean, this wasn't even a new rule. It simply is a rule that we couldn't look up because it's nowhere to be found either in USBF or CBI rules. So I was fortunate enough that I'm in contact with a lot of the international people, especially through your broadcast. It's really, really, I can't begin to tell you the different countries that have sent messages and congrats and what do you call them, emojis? Yeah. So I'm hoping that the U.S. can partner with you and continue to do this.
Oh, absolutely.
At all our events.
That makes me very happy to hear that. What do they have different emojis overseas there?
No, they actually. Although Hong Kong sent me one that looked like a little Chinaman, jumping up and down.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore, Danny. That's all right.
Might not be politically correct.
We know what you mean.
You understand what I meant. It was very funny, cute. They were a team that they went to the Worlds in Turkey last November, and they didn't know how to play Bocce.
They didn't know how to play?
No.
Oh, the Chinese team?
No, Hong Kong.
Oh, Hong Kong. But they sent the team anyways?
Yes. They sent the team to get experience and to learn the game because they play a different game.
Did they win any games?
No.
No?
No.
What's the game
But
that
they were
play?
the greatest people. They were taking pictures with everybody, getting Facebook friends, and they invited me to come over and hold a instruction clinic. I don't know if that's going to come to fruition, but I told them I'd be willing to do it. I mean, who wouldn't take a trip to Hong Kong?
Oh, I know I would. So you said they play a different game. What's the game that they play?
They play with lawn bowling.
Oh, okay.
It's on the grass with the bigger balls weighted on one
And is
side.
that encompassed under the
Yes.
umbrella of boules?
Yes. Yeah, they're all the same. There's boules, it's lawn bowling, it's petanque, it's bolo, and it's rafa. That's the four boules.
Boules, lawn bowling, petanque, bolo, and rafa.
Right.
Not PRV.
Well, rafa is PRV.
Rafa is PRV? Okay. Rafa is a different style of PRV though, right?
Wow, a good hit. A good hit by
I think the
Todd.
call was Rafa Punto though. I'm not sure it was.
I think it was Bersaglio.
Let's
No,
see.
I guess not.
Let's look here. Yeah, you can see it. Looks like it's just barely not Bersaglio.
Ah, okay.
I'll start it over. You can see it right
Oh, yeah,
there.
it's not Bersaglio.
Yeah.
He called the ball, and
Called the ball, hit the Paulino. One more point for
those
Leon
are the
Miles.
ones where you wish you would call the Paulino.
Right, yeah.
Is court one tightened up a little bit?
Yeah, 6-2. That's game's moving a little more slowly over on court one. Leo and Miles have had a couple of big frames. 30 minutes left still on the game clock. Score is 6-2 in favor of Maurizio and Anthony LaBarbera over the Ballbusters.
Well, the nice thing here is for their efforts, they're all going to go home with a medal. At
Right.
least.
Everybody gets at least the bronze.
Yeah, at least the bronze. Ooh.
Our replay is frozen. All right. We'll try it again in a minute. Andy Zimmerman.
One thing I noticed earlier in the week, and I want to point it out basically to help the novice player that wants to really get better and hopefully play internationally. Some of the players have a habit of going to their mouth and getting saliva or something from their tongue and then putting it on the ball. That's not allowed in international play.
It's not.
No.
No foreign substances at all.
You cannot go from the mouth to the ball. You can have a wet rag and touch your fingertips, but you can't do it from the mouth. And you can blow on it. You can do all that. Obviously, you can't spit on it. But it's a bad habit to get into.
Rafa Paulino here. It's a call by Miles Russell.
Got it.
Very nice shot. He's going to end up with a decent point on the backboard.
Yeah, and Andy is down to one ball, their team. I think he's telling Todd to shoot the shorter ball.
Makes sense, right?
Yes.
What do you do here, Danny? What's your call as a coach, if you're coaching them?
Well, with the score 9-2.
Still a lot of time left, 28 minutes.
With a lot of time left, I don't think I'd be making this shot. I think I would be lagging to try to limit the number of points, because if he shoots and misses or doesn't make the point...
He stuck it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't like to stick that one. He'd like to have his ball
that's
carried
the problem
on.
with shooting underhand, which is one of the problems I have.
Well, a lot of players, that's why it serves you well to have both shots in your arsenal.
Yeah, the better shooters have both.
Meaning for those who are confused,
overhand
meaning,
and underhand.
Right, meaning the top spin and the back spin. We got another question for you. When did they stop doing the consolation game, the third place game? Was that everything in nationals?
It used to be years ago. We used to have a playoff with the third and fourth team. But a lot of our rules and we try to follow the worlds as much as we can.
Right. And
in world championships, there is no playoff for third and fourth. So even if you're in a singles tournament and you finish in the semifinals, you're automatically a bronze winner. I don't know the theory behind it, because they could actually play it. Not really, because they could play both the finals and the two losers at the same time.
Maybe they wouldn't want to do that. Just have everybody focus on the finals.
I think one of the things that the explanation I got was the guys or the team has worked hard all week long. You want to make them go down to the end and not award them anything?
Yeah.
So this way, at least, like here, perfect scenario. They played all day long. They've been here since 8 o'clock in the morning. And then you're going to force them to play another game, and the losing team goes home with nothing.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with that. I think they deserve some recognition, because to get down to the Final Four, you've accomplished something, especially in the Worlds. But you can kind of see here, too, at the level of play at this point, it's a lot different than some of the earlier games you witnessed.
Yeah. What?
Car key.
Oh. Just say it. Don't make me ask you. Over there. Look harder. Dad's asking me for the car keys.
He hit him.
Is this it?
Yeah, great roll from Andy Zimmerman.
Oh, court one had another push too. 9-2 now.
9-2 over there, Maurizio and Anthony LaBarbera.
And it looks like they've got advantage now too, because both players from the opposing team are.
So that was a miss there. Call was Rafa Punto. He hit the Paulino.
Anthony just made a shot and missed. Couldn't see what his target was, but.
Oh, Maurizio's going to volo the point way down the court. Let's watch this one.
Yeah, it's a long way down.
Yeah. Leo is not happy with that ball. Left it about 7 feet short.
Yeah. And now in a strategy play, they're putting a ball at the end so that they basically take away the shot at the Paulino.
Right.
Although it's not really far enough down, but they're choosing the lag. Evidently, Andy feels they can put points in.
Ball. It's good if it gets there. I think that's going to be second point. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Ooh.
the referee made
He started to
a
call
maybe
the point.
signal.
Yeah.
He didn't really.
That's a point.
Yep.
2 points. Frankie
Trying to make a
Ostello.
comeback. They got plenty of time to come back.
They have a lot of time. Yeah.
If they can change the momentum.
That's not.
I don't like this ball.
No. I don't think Frankie does either. He didn't block his own path though. That's good. He's still got an open path and a bit of a basket there to catch his ball.
This looks much better.
It does. That looks like a good ball. It's going to be 3 points.
No.
Oh,
2.
2.
Yeah,
Yes.
he found his ball full.
Yeah. Court 2 is 9-3 now. Ball Busters scored a point over there.
Yeah, again, they've got enough time. If they can, they need to get more than 1 point at a time, though. You need a 3 or 4 point frame to put you back in the game.
22 minutes on the clock. Probably got about 4 frames left. Maybe 5 to come back from 6 points. Can't really afford, I mean, game's to 12 anyways, so for that reason also, they can't really afford to give up any more points. Also a little bit behind Paulino. Leo's going to point on it. Right along the wall. That sounded like a volo.
A good volo shot. He called the front ball and hit it right on and took away the point. He took his ball and the point ball out of action, so it leaves George Moreno a lot of room to put a point in, which he did. It's right in that alley there, which makes it difficult to lag. That was another errant shot.
Round and round they go. It's hard to tell. Dario says that's the point for Frankie and Andy.
And Leo's going to try to lag in. There must be plenty of room. Feels comfortable that he can make the point.
Always headed towards Frankie's ball, though.
It should drop off to the right.
Looks like it will.
On this court, that's a tendency.
Nice ball, Leo.
And Leo made the sign of the cross, thanking God for that favor. Now, Andy almost has to make the point.
Right. Like we said earlier, can't afford to give up any more points. That looks like a good ball as long as it doesn't hit the wall. Ooh, it didn't hit.
It's going to hit the back, though.
I think you're right. Didn't touch. Wow. Andy Zimmerman. Again, that's a few great points by Andy in the last couple frames.
Yeah. And there's no other option, really, except Miles to shoot. If he hits it on the left side, he could possibly make 2 points.
Right. But Paulino could move, too.
Nope.
That would have been a great call if he called it, but yeah, wrong ball. In open botch, that's a great shot.
Oh, yeah. Make what, 2, 3 points? 2 for sure.
Looks like it. Yeah, crowd is starting to fill out here at the Highwood Club. We got folks all around the rails, around all 4 courts. Starting to close in on the broadcast booth.
Yeah, there's a lot of spectators behind us on the bleachers, too, by the bar. That's the great thing. They can enjoy a beverage, and
they can watch it on the TV back there. So we're going to see another Rafa. Same shot, I think.
Yep. Hopefully not the same result. Better.
Left side, perfect shot.
I think I called that one.
That's for the game.
Right? I called that one. I told you left side, he can make 2 points.
Oh, and the replay is going to freeze on that one. That's brutal. See a measurement from Dario. Looks like they got. They're going to use the measuring tape. $15 minutes left, or 16 minutes left on the other court. I'll get over there in a second if that's 2 points. That's real close. That's in, 2 points. Game-winning shot from Miles Russell. He had to pick that left side of the ball. He had about maybe 2 inches, not really 2 inches though. If he hit it too far on the left, then his ball was going to skip, and there was going to be some wild action there.
And if he hit it full, he might not even make it.
And how about that embrace for Andy Zimmerman and Frankie Ostello after a long day of botch, earning themselves a bronze medal in men's doubles PRV. But the semifinals aren't over yet. Over on court 1. Let's see. Gotta get my cameras. All my cameras over there. Score is 9-4 in favor of the home team. Well, I guess they're both the home team. 9-4 in favor of Anthony LaBarbera and Maurizio Pirelli.
I keep saying Anthony and Maurizio are down by the play.
Yeah, balls along the board. You can see the Paulino right there in front of the blue ball. 1 point is called from our official, Vanessa Garippo.
Yeah, it's 5-9. So as long as you're in the 4-point range, nothing's impossible. Now they've got roughly 13 minutes left in that game, so two frames more than likely are going to decide this game.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's going to be about 2 frames, real close for a third. We might be able to have time to get Paulino out. We get our scoreboard set up for this game. Red has 9. Oops, wrong camera. And that is 5. Measuring for 2 there, I think.
Could be. 1's for sure.
Yeah,
It's
2
2.
points.
And that's that
ball busters.
that area. Punta Raffavola, when you're playing up against the board there, it makes it extremely difficult to lag because of the fear of contacting the board. So, they're asking the referee.
Yeah, Todd in the back.
They're
saying
asking
call
the
the
referee to
time,
push.
right?
Well, they didn't call time, and they
Well, call the other team on their shot clock, yeah.
right. Which Vanessa should keep her eyes open on that.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, it's every minute is crucial.
She just marked the volo, so. Anthony LaBarbera. Great shot. That's what he called. Voloing the second point there. I think they might have been Bersaglio, actually. It's tough.
But he called the
for
second one
Bersaglio.
here regardless.
Right. Called
The
the front
attempt
one.
there
called-
is to take them both out, and he
take
did.
both. He hit it on the right spot on the ball. Got them both. It's Todd's ball.
I think it's short.
A little short.
This can create a great. It's almost impossible. If they don't make the point here with under 10 minutes, it's going to be extremely difficult.
They're going to need 2 big frames, yeah.
And that's not going to make it.
And they're playing, you notice they're playing pretty quickly. I'm used to the players taking their time. I'm taking my time with the cameras, but they're stepping up to the line and rolling their balls. As they should, and now Maurizio and Anthony are going to take their time with the lead. They're going to call timeout with 10 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. That's a good call.
This is a tactical move.
Yeah, that's a good call there. Ball busters not happy about that. Getting their balls busted right now.
That's exactly right. And George Moreno is a veteran player. He's played in several world championships, finished as high as third or fourth, tie for third or fourth in Detroit, 2015. And played for the Uruguayan national team. And actually,
He played for the Uruguayan national team?
Yeah.
Is he Uruguayan?
Yeah, he's from Uruguay.
Oh.
He was actually my teammate when we won back-to-back national tournaments, both with Volo and Rafa.
Where was that?
The Volo was in St. Louis, and the next year was in San Mateo, California.
Nice ball from Anthony. He's not happy that it's Bersaglio. We'd rather have that a couple more inches away from the Paulino. It looks like they're touching. But the other team's out of balls. So I don't know why, actually.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know why he didn't like that. Maybe he did like it. Maybe that body language just the extra.
Come
extra
on,
push.
guys, throw the ball.
Well, it's a strategic thing for them, right? They have every right to take advantage
They
of the
do, yeah,
rules.
but they still need to be within 30 seconds.
Right.
Rule.
I'm not able to watch the clock closely, but well, they took a timeout. They could have taken until right then. They took a timeout with 10 minutes and 17 seconds. There's 8 minutes and 10 seconds now. They could have waited until then to throw their first ball, so they're not being egregious about it.
Yeah, the game's pretty much out of reach now for the ball busters.
Yeah, it's 5 to 10.
Unless they get a huge frame here, quick. Here's where the 30 seconds come in to play.
Maurizio's first ball.
Looks a little heavy.
Yeah.
Well, he's giving ball busters the opportunity.
Yeah. A little bit of daylight for George.
Yep.
Oh, that was real close to the wall. Referee, I'm not sure if she was looking. But the other team didn't call it. Nobody on the rail called it.
And that's a good ball.
It's a great ball. It is in the Rafa zone, not Pasaglia.
They have to shoot.
But it's well, they don't want to give him a big frame, right? So
No.
they could just cover up here. Just give him the 1 point, move on. I think they're just going to play defensively. And he does have, with the line that he took last time, he does have space to come in there for the point.
He's heavy again.
I don't know. It does. They do look a little faster on the screen, but I think you're right. It's a little bit heavy. Vanessa says, hold on.
No.
She's going to take a measurement. It'll take more time off the clock.
Yeah,
About to tick down past 6 minutes. Anthony LaBarbera. Same line. Seen the same ball 4 times so far this frame. That's a nice ball. I might
Short.
it's not going to beat the point, but
See, their attempt,
it's in the way a little bit.
it could come back to hurt them because if they don't put a good ball in now, it's wide open for the other team to make 3 or 4 points, and
Could be.
it's a little over 5 minutes on the clock. And as we know what happened yesterday, as long as the Paulino's thrown out, the frame has to be played.
Right. So it ain't over yet. Different line.
No, that's really
That's a
heavy.
mistake.
It's exactly like I said. They gave the opportunity to the other team to come back in the game.
I think he was trying to roll towards. I think he's indicating that his ball traveled to the left. I think he was trying to roll towards his.
The back of the court.
Well, no, I think he was trying to. Maybe it's possible.
I think he was trying to prevent a Paulino shot, but I don't think that would have.
Could be,
I don't
but
think
their
that
ball
would-
is pretty well. Their other ball is pretty well hidden. Even if they hit Paulino, which they're gonna try. Nope.
See, now that's a play that I disagree with.
Right, they
I
had so much
totally
room.
disagree. Yeah, I totally disagree with that.
I don't see how that was necessary. Even if they hit that ball, the best they're going to get is 3 points because
They have a
they
chance
can't see
here to
their
make
other
4.
ball. Yeah, they had a chance to make 4. Now they got 2 balls and hope to make 3.
They need a minimum of 2 points in this frame.
I think that'll be 2. It's taking a left a little bit though. It looks like that's 2.
That's 2. To me, I think they just threw a point away.
I agree with you.
Had I been on the court, I would not have made that play. This is heavy.
It's heavy. I better not touch their other ball. Could. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So 2 points. 10 to
They're
7.
within striking distance.
3.5 minutes on the clock, so this will be the last frame, I would imagine, unless
Yes, yeah.
we see the fastest frame ever. The Ball Busters need 3 points to tie it, 4 points to win.
And I'm sure George is going back into that channel. Yep. You put a good ball there in front, then you force a volo shot. This is even better. It's going to force a Rafa shot with the Paulino behind. It should take the ball and Paulino down, and then it's just a question of who gets the break.
Anthony LaBarbera. Oh, I missed it.
He didn't
Cut
hit
it
the
clean,
Paulino.
though.
But he didn't make the point.
Another great ball. Yeah. This is Rosalio. What are you groaning at?
Well, Mauricio could have been penalized.
Did he go over a line?
He went over the line.
Went
He
over
was
the-
almost at center
The
court.
D line?
He was almost where Micheloni is right now.
Right, so it's legal to go to that red line on a Rafa or on a Volo, but it's
Not when you're lagging.
when you're pointing, you can only go to that third line you see
That's
there on your
correct.
screen with the dot in the middle.
Yep.
Replay taking a break, all right.
The problem here is it eliminates the 4 points for the ball busters.
Right.
And that's a bolo shot.
They need 3. 1 minute left on the clock. That's 5 balls down in this frame. This will be the 6th. It's going to be close, Danny. We might be able to see another frame. It's on the line, not Bersaglio, like you said, Volo. In the Volo zone.
And Mauricio's going to lag.
Oh,
They're going to play the strategy.
right. As
This
they should.
this doesn't allow the opposing team to make 3 points.
Yeah, 40 seconds now on the clock. Maurizio doesn't quite beat the point, but great ball, obviously.
No, don't measure. Come on, guys.
22 seconds. Anthony's going to take his time. He's going to wait. He's going to make the ref call him on. I think there was under 30 seconds when it was his. I think he's asking. 10, 7.
that's-
This is going to be the game. 3, 2, 1.
And he knows it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, can't blame him, right? Those are the rules. You want to win. How bad do you want to win? Take advantage of the rules. Referee's got to
He
call it,
didn't have-
and I don't think that was more than.
No,
at this point
wasn't.
now it's more than 30 seconds, but the game clock is up. So, yeah.
He didn't need that much time to make that play.
Right, cerebral play though from Anthony LaBarbera, and we're going to need to see a miraculous shot. He knows that. Yeah, he's saying they need 3. He's saying how do we make 3? He's laughing because he's saying I got no chance. Wait, he's got to do something crazy. He's got to Volo, maybe his own ball in Paulino, or just Volo Paulino. Well, a valiant effort from the Ball Busters, but time expires on their comeback. And,
Yeah. Started the comeback.
it'll be
a
10 to
little
7.
too
They
slow.
did score one more point that frame, so 10 to 8 is the final score.
the frame before really cost them, because if they would have lagged right, they could have made 4 points. The other,
Yeah, they only got 2 the frame before.
Yeah, the
they
other
left 2
team
on the
gave
board.
them the opportunity to really. It could have been 9-10, and that would have changed the complex
Well,
of that frame.
It could have been. Yeah, you're right. 9-10.
Yeah, 4
Yeah,
points would have made 9-10, and now this last frame would have had a totally different play. Okay, Mike, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you for joining me. Very informative.
I know we will be seeing each other in the future.
Absolutely.
And especially tomorrow and Saturday. And thanks again, not only on my behalf, but on behalf of the international community, because for the first time, they're able to see an American broadcast.
Well, that makes me really happy that we got viewers around the world, and that people like yourself appreciate.
No, we do.
What we're doing here.
Okay,
So,
thanks, Mike.
it was a pleasure, Danny, as always. That was Danny Pasaglia joining me for the semifinals, president of the USBF. Very hard-working man. Oh, don't get caught up in the audio cables. I'm going to get our cameras set up for court 2 because that's where our finals are going to be. And we'll be getting started very shortly. We'll have 2 Highwood teams, Leo Gennady and Miles Russell against Andy Zimmerman and Frankie Ostello.
That's a great word.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing many of you may be doing right now. Take a quick break, and I'll be right back in a jiffy.
So those TVs are actually, you want to watch it, you can watch it at home. Watch it on my phone.
This chat thread's been. Which is the one that's on? Nicolette? No, hi. We are going to have the finals game up in just a few moments. We are going to have Maurizio and Anthony from Highwood up against Leo and Miles from Highwood. Highwood on Highwood.
I see it. All right.
So they're just recording. At some point, I'll put it on. At some point.
At some point.
Yeah. They're not paying me, so asking me to sift through 90 hours of footage when this is all done, it's going to take a little time.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael's got to do the same. It's time stamp everything.
Yeah. It just takes, it's just
Sure.
time consuming.
Yeah. Well, it's very much appreciated.
Yeah. And people, it's nice to be able to, for people to be able to go back and watch their games. Especially if they win, keep that moment forever.
Oh, yeah.
Form.
But I've got friends around here who say they absolutely. Now I live in Red Sox, and I understand their rivalry. They don't care.
I haven't worn that compression tacos yet because it hasn't hurt. So I'm actually, I gotta be honest with you. I need a prolong and a hardware. If you don't see me here for a couple of weeks, you'll know. We also see it. So hopefully nobody holds grudges here. Well, look. He is. Let's do this. You're going to need about 7 and 5.
The games are far from done for the night, to answer your question. We have the finals coming up in a minute. I don't know why. Don't like it when people touch my stream. Bridget. The ladies did a great job today keeping the stream running while I was playing. Thank you, Bridget, Courtney, Jesse, whoever else was in the booth, Dave, of course. This is going to be our finals game between two home teams and four teammates. These guys played together when they travel to other tournaments. So they know each other's games very well. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And we should see some very cerebral play out of both of these teams. Finals is going to be on court 2 right here. And we should be getting started any minute now. Joining me in the booth for the finals will be Milan Tomic, a man who is very familiar with both of these teams. Another hometown player, good friends with all these guys. There's Donko at the bottom of your screen. Donko's done a lot of work this week. Everybody is in the bar getting drinks. Leo and Miles are hovering right here, waiting for the other team to show up. They did just walk off their court. They just finished their game. Let's take a look at our rosters for these two teams. Highwood ABC, A&F. Andy Zimmerman and Frankie Ostello, of course, representing the state of Illinois. What's that, sir?
You're on the air, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're just waiting.
Do you have anybody that wants to help you?
I told Milan to do it.
He's going to do it?
Yeah, Milan's going to do it.
Great.
I want to hook up. I want to find a way to hook up the third one so we can have 3 people sitting there. Because I feel like that'd be good.
We got time to do it.
3 of us. But we need. We figured it out earlier. We need a cable.
What cable do we need?
We need an aux cable. So I said check that right there.
What about that front?
Miles Russell and Leo Giannotti. All right, let's have a good guys. Good luck. 25th.
That's the right one. They don't have it. So it's you and Milan. I'll just hold it. I asked them.
So, like I started to say,
I wish I was full. I'm never full.
there's a roster for Andy and Frankie's team,
It's almost
composed of Andy and Frankie. And our other team, Team Leo and Miles, is composed of Leo Giannotti and Miles Russell. Another home team. Like I said, all four of these guys play together. It's a friendly game, but, well, they're friends, but not so much right now. They'll be friends again after this game is over. This is a practice frame.
Sure? You're good? Mikey, you need anything?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, you got it. There.
I was going to say that.
Oh, well,
I can't say so.
just real quick before we get started, sure. Joining me in the booth before we start our finals game, Pete, you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hello. I'm Pete Roberts. I'm from a company called Packerworld International Limited, and I've just flown in from Berlin today after being at the Special Olympic World Games. So it's quite an interesting experience watching proper bocce played at a high standard, I must admit. I've learned a few new rules, I've got to say.
Not familiar with the PRV, right?
No, I've never heard of it before. Although I did come across this whole idea of this volo, yeah, and the techniques around it, but I never really understood the full rules. So it was pretty cool to watch, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you briefly tell the folks about what Packerworld is and what you guys do?
Oh yeah. Well, it's a long story, but I'll keep it short. But basically, we developed an inflatable bocce course, believe it or not. So that's used predominantly in the Special Olympics, mainly because it's a portable solution to set for the pop-up bocce course. And American Bocce, I'm pleased to say, use them for their indoor leagues and outdoor leagues and pop-up events. So it's all pretty cool. Yeah, so that's a little bit about Packerworld. I won't bore you with too much. This is proper bocce being played, so I don't want to...
It's not boring, it's just not the perfect time of day for an interview.
It's been a long day, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But it's a great setup here, eh?
Got to focus on our action for the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really top-notch club.
Yeah.
One of, if not the premier club in the country.
I'm impressed. Well, anyway, listen, thanks for having me.
Oh, of course, thanks for stopping by, Pete. Tomorrow there'll be a lot more time. Oh, are you going to be around tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I've got a few things I've got scheduled tomorrow. I'll try and pop in, but if I get the chance, it'd be nice to have another little chat, you know?
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice to have a real full conversation.
Cool. All right, Mike, I'll leave you to it. I think it looks like they're going to get started shortly.
Yep, yes, we'll see our first ball here momentarily.
Looking forward to this one.
Anthony had to rehydrate.
Cheers.
Thanks, Pete.
First one.
That was Pete. I don't know his last name. I could Google it. Briefly stopping by to say hello. Packerworld does a lot of work with the Special Olympics, so told Milani he could.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's getting a beer. So we've seen our first point and shot of the game already. Good hit. Sorting things out in the broadcast booth, so I didn't see who pointed and who shot.
It's not surprising. Sister of its mom's. Oh, and sure enough, my phone's underneath.
Milan Tomic.
Hey everybody. I'm sure you all missed me.
I did.
All right, so
Oh,
that soft Rafa.
they called it short. Landed short of the. Oh no, it didn't.
Well, it didn't matter
He
because
missed.
it
Yeah,
hit back
he
wall.
missed anyways.
So-
Nick's standing pretty far down the court, so
That's a bold call.
not a great angle for him. But if that had hit, that would have been the wrong call. What's our prerogative there, or what's our something like that in the finals? Do we say anything? I don't think so. If the other team doesn't
Fight for it.
yeah, I think we wait for them to ask for the replay.
I think this is when it's super important to have a coach, and a coach should be watching for that
Right.
to make sure that if one is called, they can contest it.
3 balls down already. It's going to be the last ball for Maurizio. What do I have up here? Leo and Miles? Wait a second. Andy and Frankie lost. What am I thinking?
They did.
Unfortunately, as much as we'd like to see Andy and Frankie.
That's a. I think Mo almost stole the point.
We love to watch Maurizio and Anthony play too.
All 4 of them today have been lights out, and that's why they're here.
And yeah, so I really pulled a bait and switch on the listeners, introducing the rosters with Andy and Frankie. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So yeah, these all these guys play together. You know them all very well. Being a home player here.
Yep.
Do you have any keys to the game for either team? Anything in particular you think is going to make the difference in this game?
I think we're going to see some extremely high-level play, and probably will come down to who makes one more mistake than the other. Will probably be 2 mistakes by one team, 1 by the other, and that's who's going to win.
Right.
Honestly. Whether it's a missed Rafa or if they don't lay in good enough or protect good enough, it's going to come down to inches.
Hey, Pete Russo, thank you. You were right. I did have the names backwards on the scoreboard. Or not backwards. I just had them completely wrong.
This is the first frame, right?
Yes, this is the first frame. This is the last ball of it
That
from
looks a little spicy.
Miles Russell. If
Hit the back
that
wall.
ball touches the backboard,
It did.
that's going to be a primary with no choice. So Leo's telling him there's no choice. Leo knows the rules better than anybody else here.
Yeah.
Nick looked at him as if there was the rule of advantage there, but there is not.
Nope. And for anyone that doesn't know, this year, if you're pointing and your ball hits the ball and that ball hits the back wall,
Right, new
You're
rule
dead.
this year.
dead in the water. So, but Maurizio and Anthony escape only giving up 2, so not bad. Yeah, okay, I'm right.
Yeah.
Could have been worse, but pointing 90 feet down the court's a little difficult.
A little bit.
A little bit. I played so terribly today. Actually, the only 2 points I somehow managed to get were back wall ones.
Isn't that how it usually works? You hit
Yeah.
hit the tough ones and then
Can't.
nice ball from Leo.
Yep.
Those are Bersaglio though, so he doesn't love that they're Bersaglio because it gives Anthony a bigger target to hit. Anthony giving the Bersaglio symbol, the circle.
Oh, rare miss.
Yeah, miss. That one,
He looked like he stepped.
yeah, that was kind of close to the D line too. Oh, didn't get the contact. I'll try and get the contact on camera with the D line because Anthony's been close a couple times. Calls Rafa Bersaglio again.
Love the trust here. Just go get it. That one's good. That one's good.
That one's good. Good hit.
Oh, might not have the point though. And that's the right call. A lot of teams in that situation don't miss that first Rafa and then just tell to lag in. But if you trust your shooter, the actual right call is, yeah, shoot it out.
You got to hit it. If you're lagging on that, oh, you just made me say lag. I don't know if I've ever said that word before. If you're pointing on that ball, it's got to be a perfect ball.
Yeah.
Especially with PRV rules, can't bump that ball more than 70 centimeters. So it's not that you're surrendering a point automatically by not shooting that again, but yeah, essentially.
But, and that's exactly why. Shoot it again, create the space, and then your pointer will point in.
Get some
got some rowdy crowd.
Yeah, a little something from the peanut gallery.
That's a good looking point. It's got to tuck in.
Yeah, I think it'll set.
Oh yeah,
back ball. It's going to be.
That's pretty.
Point for Maurizio, but Anthony and Maurizio are out of balls. We got 2 balls left for Miles Russell.
Is he pointing or is he shooting? He's pointing.
He's going to do what Miles knows he can do. He's going to try and put 2 points in with 7 inches of room. He doesn't want to hit the front of that Paulino. He wants to come around behind it. Oh, he touches Paulino towards the other team's ball.
I'm guessing they're keeping that.
Didn't beat the point. Yeah, the other team will keep that. Leo's taking a look at it. Or, I'm sorry, Leo's on Miles' team. Volo punto. Those are Bersaglio, so let's see. The ball and Paulino, the point and Paulino are definitely Bersaglio.
Yeah, Volo's the shot call here.
Did you say that those 3 balls are Bersaglio there?
Yes.
The point ball, the ball behind it, and Paulino?
Yep.
So any of those balls is good.
All right, kind of curious to see what they do. It looks like they're on the fence a little bit. Nope, he's marking for Volo, right?
Yeah, he's marking for Volo. Leo called Volo. When your partner tells you to Volo, you take the excuse to Volo.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the only way they can get the point here.
Right.
I mean, other
besides
than
a perfect Rafa, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be a perfect Volo too, but it's got a little more room for error. Oh my God! What a great shot!
Nailed it.
What an amazing shot from Miles Russell. It's a championship shot right there.
Yep.
He's excited, huh?
The rare emotion.
Yeah, I've never seen a reaction like that out of Miles.
He's pumped. We're pumped.
I'm pumped for him. The crowd is pumped. The crowd has thinned out a little bit since our semifinals. I think some people went to maybe get some food and get a drink, but by the end of this game, I think the room will be full again.
Yeah, I think so too. Probably a lot of people have to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
And there's 1 urinal. All right, so like I said, this game's going to come down to the tiniest of mistakes. And so far, no one's making any. So,
I want to watch that shot again.
I think the call here is off a point.
LaBarbera. Yep. Oh.
And that's clean.
That was clean. I'm
The ball looks low.
I didn't get the D line on the camera there. That looked real low. But nobody called it. Nobody said anything.
And it's not our job to referee this game.
No, it's not, and I didn't get it on the camera anyways. Maurizio Pirelli up to Rondina, down towards the center of the court.
Yep.
It's a good-looking ball, a little bit behind Paulino, about 14, 15 inches there. Leo's going to point.
Oh, no, Miles is shooting.
Interesting.
He's got to be feeling good after that
shooting
ball.
Paulino, maybe?
Point.
So shooting that because they had the ball advantage, just trying to maintain the ball advantage, and I'm sorry, the score is 3-0. Trying to maintain the ball advantage and just score, guarantee themselves a point if they make 4 good shots.
Yeah, just one at a time.
Now Leo's going to point.
Like I said, remember those little mistakes, right? Now the pressure's a little harder for Leo. The point matters so much more. It's looking really good, though.
It's traveling, taking a right a little bit. Yeah. It looked like it was going to come in, but then it kind of stopped. And looked like it was going to turn in to the left. And it kind of stopped and straightened out.
Miles takes a completely different line. That looks a little fast.
It looks fast on screen,
no.
but I think that
secondary.
Yeah, it's a secondary for sure, not a primary. I'll put the Paulino back.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
This will be the last ball for Maurizio. Oh, no. Other way around. That was the last ball for Leo and Miles.
Yep. And now Anthony and Maurizio with an opportunity to tie this game.
Ball's hot, too.
That's hot.
Oh, Paulino. Can he sell the point?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he just sold the point. The other team's going to leave it.
I'm going to assume we're going to see a Rafa here.
I would assume so, too. Rafa for 2 points.
Yep. Even if you knock your other ball out. Guaranteed points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rafa's the call. We're gonna watch the D line here. Anthony doesn't like it. What's the discussion? Rafa point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just a quick miscue. I think Maurizio said Rafa's second point, but we all know what he meant.
So I got the D line in the shot this time. We'll know whether or not his ball is short. I switched it to
It looked short.
It did look short. I switched the camera a little too early, I think, to see it. Maybe not. Looked like he might have just gotten it over.
We'll check next time.
Yeah, next time I'll be sure. The problem is after running this equipment for 50 hours in the last few days, the switcher is starting to just have a little bit of latency when I switch the camera, so I don't want to miss the hit. So I'm erring on the side of
caution.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look at
We'll get it though. Yeah, we'll get it. Because all of his shots have been real close.
Yeah.
Especially that first one, that frame.
Couldn't really see where this point landed, but enough room for Leo to try to point in. It's going to be short.
Yeah. It's a short follow. I mean, it's real.
Yeah, but the way they're pointing right now, it's just to them and probably just looks like a enormous gap. I think Leo just adjusted nicely.
Oh, Nick checking the wall contact there. I guess it didn't touch the
Oh, it
wall.
leaked out.
It's a little bit short. Now what? Now,
Well,
is there any sense in Roffing? Or, I'm sorry, voloing that
No.
point? Not really, right?
you can still steal
Although,
this point.
Paulino, you could. You don't want to make another one short.
Nope.
Don't want to leave him with a back ball and open Paulino.
I think that's what Leo's thinking right now too. It looks like he's. Oh. I think it's too early on the wall.
Okay, so it's not the worst thing ever, but
It's not good.
that's not what he wanted. Didn't want to have to use his fourth ball right here.
He's got to take away a Polino look now. A point would be nice, but this ball looks a lot better.
If he sits,
Oh,
okay.
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Nick Emo, our official for tonight's finals.
I don't.
Gold
think-
medalist from yesterday
Yep.
in mixed doubles with his partner Teresa Pasaglia. Suppose that's how it works. If you win a gold medal, you're qualified to ref the finals.
Yeah. He's got to be exhausted. Good for him.
Yeah, he's been playing all day too. Played with Brad Thayer today.
And that did not get the point.
What was the call? That was real close.
Point Anthony Maurizio. Called it short again.
Yeah.
And, I get asking for a measure, but this has burned about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's made the call twice now.
We
Now a
got another
third
official
time.
in there. Yeah, it's the referee's decision. Leo has.
So now, do you take a Polino shot or lay in? Looks like they're going to lay in.
Yeah, for them, that's a lot of room. They could come down off the run. A little
That's
bit.
2. All right. That's 2 with the backboard. Now, for everyone watching, too, like Leo and Miles' balls are not bad balls. in
Not at all.
play. But this. But, like I said,
Now he's got.
right
now
at
he's,
the beginning, mistakes we're going to be determining in this game. So,
now Anthony's got kind of a basket there too, to land his ball in.
so
That ball is going to be short though. Still though, 3 great rolls for
3.
Maurizio and Anthony.
3 points.
Yeah, it'll be 3 points.
And
Checking
now-
again with the official. They take the lead, 5-3. 35 minutes left on the clock.
I think over time might have to figure out some sort of clock stoppage for when
I agree.
measures are being made.
I agree, especially when there's a bit of a dispute like that.
And Miles is within every right, and I think he should because he's advocating for himself and his team. Nothing is worse. I'm sure we've all had games where the wrong point was called, and they played out completely the wrong way because you play it differently.
We're seeing something we've seen a lot these last couple days is Anthony, the shooter, is placing Paulino where he wants it, and then Maurizio is going to point on it. That is Bersaglio. That is not what Maurizio wanted. Because it's Bersaglio with Paulino, that means that
They can laugh.
that Miles can raffle. You get the D line in the shot. It was definitely over.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
a
good.
little close. Like
over.
we talked about the other day on those short Rafas, sometimes it is tough to make sure
Yeah,
that you get that ball out there.
because you take a little steam off of it.
Yeah.
But wide open now for Maurizio, and he's probably perfect point again. He'd like this one not to. That's what he wants.
Yeah, that's an even better point. So that has to be shot in the air. That is not Pasaglia with Paulino.
Now it's a volo, but room to squeak by.
Miles is indicating a volo.
Yeah, why not? The short volo, pretty. I'm not saying easy, but higher percentage volo.
Yeah. For Miles, that's a no-brainer, I think.
Yeah.
Good hit, sticks around. Miles is pumped. Love to see it.
Nice shot, Miles.
Must have had a
Somebody must have gave him an espresso.
Capri Sun. Or a Ecto Cooler. That was pretty. Clean. So great shot by Miles. Gets his ball to stick around. Anthony bowling too.
Oh, crap.
Oh, Rafa
Rafa Paulino.
Oh, because they're sitting 3 now. Okay. We didn't even see that, so sorry, folks. Got to pay a little more attention. What a great shot. Also close, but I think he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, that was more than good.
Yeah.
That was great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Leo might have just sailed this ball. Or taken the point. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't think he got the point, but took away 2, which is just as huge.
Yeah, that horizontal stick means it's not the point. Still an awesome ball.
Huge ball. I don't think he likes this one.
He's scuffing his feet.
Looks like a rocket.
Oh, and if it touches that ball on the, it's not going to touch anything.
No.
It's going to burn by itself.
Game of inches, folks.
Maurizio talking about.
They say volo.
Talking about volo. Okay, they're going to Rafa second point.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Rafa their own ball, right?
Yeah.
Or no, Rafa.
Yeah, they're
Rafa.
the second point.
Rafa the other team's ball. Try and catch it on the right side, kick it out. Oh, wow. Almost did it. So he's trying to catch the right side of the other team's ball, kick it out for 3 points. Trying to bring it down off the rondina there. We saw him do that a few times. Off that little.
That's a tough.
That's a really, really tough shot.
And I don't know if that
didn't quite come down
with
enough.
that speed,
Didn't go up
unless
high
he
enough on the
clips
wall.
it perfectly.
Yeah,
It's
which
probably just drilling into the back wall.
he almost did.
Yeah. All right, so 6-3. Maurizio and Anthony. Still anyone's game. 30 minutes left on the clock. And I'm feeling we're going to see still a lot of good bocce.
No, probably not.
Yeah. These guys are okay.
Let me in. Let me in the game. I would have hit that rough.
I would have hit it. I would have voloed it.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Easy
Good
money.
point.
Yeah, about 17 inches in front of the Paulino.
The worst point of the day so far
Yeah, right?
of the game.
Leo making use of the
He,
Rondina.
he loves it. And
Yeah, wow.
he did it.
So a little bit exposed. That's not Bersaglio with the Paulino. It's about 9 inches, 8-9 inches there, and it's a little bit exposed on the right side. Anthony will probably Rafa the right side of that. Oh, Volo is the call.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be easier to cut that
I guess not.
ball out. I guess not, yep.
Not for Anthony.
Right,
That's what I was worried about.
catches his own ball, and the ball that he shot goes out of the court. The other team's definitely going to leave that, right?
That ball's dead no matter what, too. Yeah, they're leaving there because it's not Bersaglio. It's very hard to drag that Polino back on a shot. I think that was a very interesting call.
I agree.
Very risky. And worst case scenario, too, of the ball bouncing off the court and being dead. Oh, it would have been pulled anyway.
Whoa. Almost touches the wall with that point.
Short. Getting in the way, though. I think this is one where that's what you try to do, is make it impossible for
them to get more than they're playing defense here.
more than one.
They're not going to shoot their own ball. There is about 8 or 9 inches in between that point ball and Paulino, like I said. So Paulino's not really visible from anywhere.
Yeah, they can't. It'd be really hard to send that Polino back with a.
Yeah, their
ball.
only shot
There's no
really
way.
is to roll here, unless those two balls end up. No. So, oh wow, he beat the point. Why not? Why
not?
Volo when you can just do that? Those are.
I'm gonna expect a shot from Miles here.
Oh, we're gonna.
Bersaglio.
Nick's gonna check. I think they might be Bersaglio.
Well, Polino's still tucked away.
Bersaglio. Either way, yeah.
He doesn't want any contact with his ball.
Yeah. Miles will try and. Oops.
Rare miss. Right shot. To get on the slight angle to make sure that his ball won't kick and knock out his own ball.
He's going to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if he misses this one, I think Leo does it.
I think so, too. What are you going to do? Point on that? Yeah. Oh, wow. Doesn't matter.
Clean.
Yeah, his ball hit the top of that point ball and hopped over Paulino.
Beauty.
Libby, to answer your question, there are just under 26 minutes left in the game.
Is that going to get there? We don't know.
Oh, wow.
By the sounds, just short.
Yeah, about an inch and a half short, looked like, of the second point. So 1 point for Leo and Miles.
Right back in it.
Awesome shot from Miles.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call that Volo the first mistake of the game.
Really aggressive. I don't know if there's a need to be that aggressive right now.
High risk, not much reward with the team having 3 other balls left. Because I would assume their next move would have been to just Rafa the point out.
Right. Yeah, not sure.
Hard call. I'm calling it. I'm calling it a mistake. I'm doing it. As someone that didn't win any games today, I feel like I know what I'm talking about. And there you go, Leo with another good point. He's all over it. Actually, everyone is.
Anthony's going to Rafa Punto. Hit Paulino, but that's no good. That's not what he called.
Nope. Got to put it back.
Paulino will get returned to its spot, and that ball comes out of the court.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
That scenario.
And it's like, well, I might as well just call Paulino.
No, if I call Polino, I'm hitting the ball.
Oh, of course. Naturally.
You're only going to take one shot at it, and I think that's the right call.
Somebody has the same ringtone as me. Oh, they're laughing about the
Smiles.
ringtone just
Some
went off.
smiles.
Yeah. Gerald, yes, you could see the Rafa shot, but thank you for chiming in. You could see a portion of that ball.
What's going on?
I think somebody is. Somebody's phone is ringing back there. This guy answered a phone call right behind the players.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, this guy answered a phone call right behind the players. They had to stop play for him.
Well,
That's all right in the final national championship game. Take that phone call probably is more important.
well, his car warranty was probably expiring. So, yes, it was. You got to shrug that kind of stuff off, though, if you're a player.
Yeah.
You just can't let it get. You can't.
That's frustrating from Maurizio. Did he drop that ball or did he just slam it on
He
the ground?
slammed it.
Yeah.
He slammed it and almost burned it because if it crossed, it would have been a dead ball.
Right. That is frustrating. When
It
you
is.
when you're concentrating, you get this level of concentration, and then something like that happens. It's hard not to think about that.
Well,
It's a
fixed it.
fantastic recovery, though.
All right, I'm going to guess Miles is shooting.
Rafa Pasaglia. I'm going to back this up so we can see the D line. Well over. Clean shot, catches them both.
More emotion.
These guys are pumped. These guys want to win, huh?
They didn't bring out their cool gray slacks for nothing.
And their belts.
On their belts.
I think the only team wearing belts, matching belts, like a baseball team.
They have a tea time after this. That was a beautiful shot.
That was an incredible shot. Maurizio's frustrated. Still thinking about that ringtone going off as he's about to throw his ball.
I haven't heard that ringtone in a long time.
That's my ringtone. It's a good ringtone.
A classic.
It is a classic. Yo, Gennady, we got a bartender breaking up ice in the background.
We need ice right now.
Yeah, somebody needs a drink desperately. Bill's ball.
Oh boy, that looks really good.
Yeah. Beat the point.
Yep.
Maurizio can't believe it. He's still beside himself over
He's
there.
got to let it go.
He's
got to let it go now.
They're both smiling, so that's kind of sometimes that's how you get it out of your system, right?
Yeah,
You
laugh
joke
it off.
about it with your partner.
And I think we just saw a 3-point swing and a lead change.
Yeah, off. Great point and or great shot, great Rafa, and then a great point from Miles Russell. Let's see his shot again. Took out both of the other team's balls.
Yeah. Don't know if he intended to, but
Well,
look at that outcome.
that's always in his mind, right? He's shooting the left side of that ball. That's what he's doing, trying to cut it clean
Yeah, because to kick it out.
and give himself a chance for that to happen.
Little wall action.
Yeah,
That was just awesome.
it was disgusting.
And that's why they're there and we're here.
Yeah. Is it a Chicago thing to need silence? No, it's a PRV thing. It's a gold medal match thing.
This is
Mostly, it's a PRV thing. PRV is a much more
precise.
well. It's more. There's an emphasis in PRV on
Etiquette.
which
Think of it like golf.
may or may not, What's going on over there now?
It's like golf, but permanently someone's in their backswing.
So something else just happened over there. Anthony put his ball down and picked up another one.
All right. Nice hit. Nice hit.
A good hit. Didn't clear the D line by much that time.
Maybe that's just he's so mechanical though. It's just.
Oh yeah, he did actually. That was a few feet. Looked a little closer in real time.
Great shot. 7-6.
Well, that's another thing with it being so silent. If there's noise in here, then you don't notice those little things, right? But when it's that silent, then one noise
Really can.
yeah throws you off. It's like an arrow through your skull.
Yeah.
And there's
All right, a little short point, but
yeah, Maurizio really has to.
it's got that.
He knows it. He's got to refocus. He's got to reset. Oh yeah. Sorry, the score is 76.
Did Leo do it again?
Yeah, he did. Well,
Yep.
he made the point. There's a little bit of room, but not really an easy path to get there. The only path really is between those two balls or on the left. On the left, that ball's going to be well exposed.
Or off the right wall?
Yeah. Little banana roll, as they say in California.
Yeah. Oh, taking this line.
You're going to try and take the angle in from the left side. Maybe go between those two balls, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's going to catch his own, though.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be a primary. That ball's going to get replaced, and they're going to remove that rolled ball from the court. 3 balls down. This is the last ball from Maurizio and Anthony.
Do you try to steal the point?
Miles and Leo are going to be.
Yeah, you got to try to steal this
You
point.
got to roll, and it's got to be in front. If you don't beat the point, you got to leave it in front.
I think he just did the same. Oh, no, he got it in there. That's perfect.
Could be. It's going to rest.
Oh,
It's just
Might
going
have
to
just
creep
got
by it
it.
on the outside. That looks like the point from here. Yep, Nick says it's the point.
wow.
That is exposed. Those 2 balls are Bersaglio.
Yep.
Miles is going to raffle Bersaglio.
Love the confidence call from Leo. Go get it. He's got 2 balls, though, too, right? Looks like there's one more back. Yeah.
Yeah, he does have 2 balls.
So you can fix it if anything goes wrong. But he's probably going to just clear this clean. Yep.
Miles Russell. You think he wants to win a gold medal?
I think
Another gold medal?
Another.
Look at that extension. Beautiful shot. Takes it clean. Now he's got one more ball to roll in. Here comes his ball. Line looks good. Speed
Oh.
looks good.
2 more.
That's all those balls are good. That's 2 more points for Leo and Miles.
2
And we
frames
got
ago.
15, just ticked under 16 minutes on the game clock.
And everybody's favorite score. And just like that, the game went from 4-6 to 6-9. Couple of tiny mistakes and great shots. All right, Leo with another great point.
Yeah, not in the volo zone.
Not Bersaglio. Just right where he probably wants it to be.
You got a decision to make with under 15 minutes left. Do you take a timeout here? They are behind by 3, but that's not much.
That's nothing. There's
Yeah, they got at least 3 frames left, I think.
yeah. No need to do anything silly.
Yeah, we saw some aggressiveness early in the game. That didn't pay off.
Like he's going right at it. And if he gets it close enough of a maybe not point, then you can have a discussion about maybe just raffling that one out.
Right, and that's going to be the case here, I think. I don't think he beat the point, yeah. But that's wide. It's not really in front of Paulino. I think he's going to have to roll again.
The way Anthony's shooting, I wouldn't hate a shot here, but
If he shoots, then Leo probably just beats it again, right?
at least gets another ball out of there.
Yeah, true. Don't want to waste a bunch of balls on this,
Especially
but
if this
they
happens.
can. The way Maurizio rolls,
That's primary.
you can. That's a primary. That's a big mistake. So ever since that phone call,
You gotta bounce back.
ever since, yeah, gotta have a short memory.
Big ball here from
Yeah,
Anthony.
Maurizio pretty emphatically called for Rafa, it looked like, but
No, I think this is a more right call. And it looks like he's gonna steal it.
I agree. So that's gonna be short.
Uh-oh.
And now
This
what?
could be game.
Now do you put one deep? They only need 3 points. He's gonna roll. Not gonna put one deep. I think that's a good call. If they're gonna hit Paulino, make them do it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Right behind the players, we have this lady's.
Someone help her.
Oh, it's not her. It's somebody over here. Sorry to single that lady out. I just saw her pull out her phone when that started ringing. But that was the gentleman whose phone answered. And this person's phone is still going off over here, and that's going to be another primary.
Oh boy.
So Anthony electing to roll the ball anyways.
I think that was the right call.
Yeah, but sometimes I've done that myself where there's something going on, and this is a good timeout with 12 minutes left from Leo and Miles. Run a little time off the clock. I've done that myself where there's, something going on that may be a distraction, and you tell yourself, oh, no, that's not going to distract me, and then
It does.
it does,
Yeah.
even though you think, nah, I can.
Honestly, if it was, if they didn't tell the crowd to be quiet, they probably don't notice that. But that ringtone sounded like it was on a boombox.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When there's no sound in the room, then any sound is.
What's the call here? Roll in or shoot the Polino and game over?
I think you roll. Well, actually, no, they have the point. I'd say take a shot at Paulino. That's what we're going to
It's
see.
game over if they hit it.
Rafa Paulino. Keep our camera over the D line
All right, for the gold medal.
for the gold medal, Miles Russell, and somebody behind him
You gotta be, wow.
just answered a phone call. This lady, that's insane.
That's awesome.
Sean Crone's going to go lock the door, or Dave Crone's going to go lock the door.
Oh boy.
That's one issue with the age of the crowd here. Some of them, I think maybe they don't realize how loud they are. Hello. Miles Russell. That's it. That's a championship, ladies and gentlemen.
your 2023 gold medal.
2023.
Oh, they're
Sorry to
gonna
interrupt.
they gotta make him roll. He still has to make the point.
Now Maurizio says don't even roll it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. Game-winning Paulino Rafa
That's the shot,
from
right?
Miles Russell. Oh, all day that's the shot. You already got the point. No reason to play defensively there.
Just clipped it too.
One more time. One more time. For good measure. Miles Russell. Bang.
Game blouses.
Game, set, national championship.
Just like that. Oh boy. This one might be a hot topic.
Can you get Andy? Oh, Andy's right there. Get Andy.
Great game by both teams.
We're going to give Andy the mic so he can talk to these guys.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get him over here.
Don't go anywhere yet. We are going to get a word from the champs. They're going to come over here. You want to talk to Maurizio and Anthony? No? I mean, come over here and take pictures.
Okay. I mean, if they want to be interviewed, yeah.
Well, ask them if they want to say
Yeah, I don't think they want to be interviewed. I mean, I will. I absolutely will. Is that what the network's asking for?
No. Please.
Okay. Am I live? And am I going right here? Yep.
By the women's bathroom. Interviews by the bathroom only.
Hello. BBN, we have crowned a men's doubles champion. I'm going to step over here. We have Leo Gianotti and Miles Russell. Miles, winning gold medal on your home court. How do you feel right now?
It feels great. It really does. Leo and I we just kind of kept it together. We keep our cool the whole time. He's a wonderful partner that keeps that steady pace. And I was fortunate enough to during the break I kind of relaxed and had some time to collect myself. Felt healthy and came back and we did a really great job. And Leo is an amazing partner. So
you certainly did. Very composed. You guys railroaded me right before going to the finals and kept your composure and played a great game. Leo, welcome back to the fold. First nationals in how many years, my friend?
Many years, many years.
Now, Leo brought me into the game. You have arguably the best teammate in America here by your side. How has this journey been for you, specifically this year, like leading up to nationals?
It's been a long journey, especially with the preparation of the nationals going on. But Miles, great partner. We get along very well, and he keeps me grounded. I keep him grounded.
Yeah. What I loved seeing out there, though, was I know both of you are the two nicest guys I know. I know that you are grounded, and I know that, especially you have been working on, maintaining your composure throughout the game. But when you hit shots, man, that enthusiasm comes pouring out of you. What is that level like? What did that feel like? Like hitting those big shots and pumping your fists out there. Like, is that where does that rank for you?
Well, it really is because, in the last year I actually have been struggling with my shot. I had a period of time where I just wasn't able to feel that rhythm and that focus, and it came in today, and it came in clutch, and a lot of those shots that I made, I wanted those things to happen. They actually happened, and it did, and that's why I fist pump, because, I'm doing that level of accuracy that I expect from myself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's hard, and Leo, too. High fives out there, like just feeling it. And I know that I've been playing a lot with you in the last year, and you keep telling me you're not quite there yet. After playing masterfully, you looked great out there. How did you feel? Are you at the level that you wanted to be at, and are you good enough right now?
Never good enough. Never good enough. We played great. Like I said, Miles hit some great shots, and we went into it. Listen, let's celebrate our successes, enjoy it, have fun out there. Really, that was the key, and that's what we did.
That's really beautiful. I think that's the best message for everyone at home. Have fun out there, guys. Like, this is a game. Yep. This is a game we all love, and what a great example. Leading by example, playing masterfully. Congratulations on your gold medal.
Thank you.
All right, that's it with our champions. I am Andy Zimmerman. This is the BBN. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Andy. Well, there it is. National champs, Leo Gianotti, Miles Russell. Familiar territory for both of them. A very well played game. Let's see Miles' last shot one more time. There it is. Rafa Paulino to win the championship. And through everything, it's
Are you on? Are we on?
yeah, we're on.
Oh.
I gotta wrap up the stream, Andy. Sure, you want to say something to the folks?
I have nothing to say. I just, if we're live, I will help out. Hey, buddy, how you feeling? You're doing a bang-up job here. This man has been sitting here for hours a day, double-digit hours, 4 days in a row now. Mike, what's the world looking to you like right now?
I'm seeing the world through the eyes of a camera. But it's not about me right now. It's about the champs. Congrats to our gold medalists, and congrats also to our silver medalists, Maurizio Pirelli and Anthony LaBarbera.
Who also played great all day.
2 days in a row, gold and then silver for Anthony. How about that?
Silver and silver.
Oh, silver and silver. You're right. He played
Silver
with
and
Courtney,
silver.
Nick, and.
And you know this? Anthony's first nationals was last year,
Wow.
and he didn't get any medals. And he came back this year. He practiced
Silver
all
and silver.
year.
It seems like he's on track for a couple golds next year.
You know what, man? That was my progression, and it seems entirely logical that if you put in the work and the dedication and are able to maintain your focus throughout a very, very long day, 2 days in a row, that is just great to see, and I'm so happy for Anthony, but nobody in this room, well, maybe one other person, nobody else in this room is more disappointed than that team right now, because they were right there. They were going for the gold medal. People say that, the bronze medal's always the better, question to ask. How did it feel getting a bronze medal? Because bronze medalists are very excited to be on the podium. Silver medalists just fell short. So close, and it is.
And then so emotional
so heartbreaking.
too. After
yeah.
a long, they've been playing for 14 hours now.
Yeah.
That's just and it all for months and months. You're thinking about this leading up to this, and to get to that point and then just fall a little bit short, especially with the circumstances. What did you think of those?
I've seen that.
We hate to bring it up, but
you hate to bring it up, but it was a meltdown.
Seemed like
it was a meltdown. I've seen it happen dozens of times, and when I interviewed Leo and Miles, what did they talk about? They talked about composure. They talked about staying grounded. They talked about keeping your cool and doing your job. And when you're rewarded, you celebrate and you have a good time, because this is a game. And they're model athletes, and I don't take anything away from Maurizio and Anthony. They played impeccably all day, and they ran into a very tough team who stayed composed, overcame big deficits, and went on to win a gold medal. And it was a treat to watch. Anthony and Maurizio are going to be very proud of that silver medal come the banquet Saturday night. But right now, it's just got to sting.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's a good point. The silver medal will feel a lot better on Saturday.
Yeah, no kidding. And humble brag, I'm sitting here with the bronze medal.
I was gonna bring it up.
I'm sitting here with the bronze medal, and I would challenge anyone in this room to prove they're happier than me right now. I mean, it is a long road, and there is nothing. I have a lot of friends here that put in a lot of work this year, and they are going to think about.
You've coached a lot of these players too, right?
I've helped out quite a bit.
How does it feel to see some of your students and some people that you've recruited to the sport?
A lot of my students came out
medaling.
And they showed a lot of courage, signing up for the scariest tournament of all, the PRV, and they put themselves out there and they showed well. They played the game with respectfully, and they performed well. They were just outmatched. They're just not ready yet. But
that's how you get better, though.
They got a first-hand view of what it looks like to be good, what it looks like to perform. And I, despite, making the semifinals and losing to Leo and Miles, I will be proud of this bronze medal. But I am going to wake up in the middle of the night and think about the first 13 minutes of that game where I did not roll a single good ball. I'm going to think about that just about every day until next year when I try and get better.
Well, you could be proud. There's a lot of people that are very proud of you, what you've accomplished today.
Sure.
And you can be proud of yourself too for being able to recover from a slow start.
I never have a problem with that. I'm a proud individual.
It's tough, too, trying to make a comeback with the game clock.
You know, it is. It makes you make different decisions,
Yeah.
and I'm a rules guy, Mike.
Even Danny was sitting here talking about the game clock. He said he didn't like it. Danny
it doesn't
Pasaglia.
matter what people like because the rules are the rules for a reason.
Rules are the rules.
The rules are the rules because the rules
By
answer.
definition, the rules.
Yeah. Any question that would come up in a game can be answered by a good set of rules. And if you play by the rules, you have nobody to blame but yourself if things don't go your way.
And you can't get mad at the other team for taking advantage of the rules too. Maybe taking their time, calling timeouts right before this 10 minutes if they're leading.
And you know, in my quarterfinal game, we had an opportunity to stretch the clock with a healthy marginal lead. And I was playing Tom Holloman, the president of this club, my good pal, and Gordon Gruens, our friend. And we decided to honor the game and play it out. That was our choice. There are a lot of teams in this room that I would have not given that, gift to.
Yeah.
With that kind of lead and that kind of situation, because I think kneeling the football, as much as I, hate the idea of it, it's within the rules.
Well, it's also kind of a foreign concept to Bocce.
If
it was
new.
something that you see all the time that was just a normal thing with the game clock to run out the clock and stuff, then it would be less of a what's the word I'm looking for?
It'd
be less of
a point of contention in your mind.
There you go. Thank you.
It would be less of.
You would consider it less than
How about
if
that?
it was just a normal
you would
thing.
Consider it less. Yeah.
Then it would just be like, okay, that's a no-brainer. That's the rules. That's what you do in that situation. But here, a lot of these rules are new.
Yeah. And you know what? Most people, in my experience, cannot stand. It's change. And change is the only thing that remains the same.
It is. It can be frustrating for these players who are competing at the highest level. You've had these certain rules that you've played by for years, and all of a sudden, and you arrive to this event. It's the national championships, right? And now there's different rules.
So, Mike, I will tell you that, rules don't change every year, but they are changing.
It seems like there's a lot of new rules this year.
They change per venue, and this year we elected to follow the rules of the CBI. I will not try and pronounce what that spells out.
It's the Confederation.
Confederación
Boccística Internacional.
That was beautiful.
I tried my best.
So the
I probably got
CBI.
it wrong.
So the CBI is the standard outside of the United States, and to qualify for Worlds, we want our players to be playing by the same rules so that when they get there won't be any surprises.
Right.
So as a rules guy, I respect the changes, and whether I like them or not doesn't matter.
We can not like the rules and still agree that it makes sense to play by them.
It does.
That's where I'm at. I don't like the rules, but it makes sense to play by them. Just Danny's in charge. He himself. He said he doesn't like some of the rules, but it just makes sense to play by them.
And that's why we have rules, and that's why we have laws. I don't think we can get better than that, kid. It's been a good show. It's been a good day. It's been a long day. I've got another tournament and a shooting competition tomorrow. Hopefully I will qualify to play on Saturday, and then I'm going to sleep till Tuesday afternoon.
Absolutely. I'm glad my flight on Sunday's at 6 p.m. and not 6 a.m.
Oh, smart.
Last time flying back from Chicago to Albany, I sat next to a gentleman who was vomiting in a bag the entire time, from before takeoff to after we landed, and this is after playing poker all night in the casino in Vegas after the Vegas tournament.
Cool.
Getting on a plane from Vegas to Chicago with no sleep, being absolutely exhausted.
I've been on that plane.
Sean Crone.
You don't sleep before the red eye. You build up to fall asleep on the red eye.
Oh, you play Hold'em all night
at
the casino and drink all of the free beers that you can.
Well, that's the best part.
And then your hangover hits you somewhere over the Midwest.
Oh, no. I can fall asleep before a plane takes off. It's one of my superpowers.
Yeah,
and,
then you got to wake up and wait. You got a 2-hour layover. Anyways, we're starting to talk about nonsense now.
Hey, nonstop or bust. Maybe when you get to be my age.
There's no flights nonstop. You live in Chicago. You can fly anywhere nonstop.
Fair dues.
Can't fly to Albany nonstop from Vegas anymore. Anyways,
Tough times.
That's going to do it. Anybody you want to say hi to? before we wrap
Hey,
up the
Mom.
stream?
Hey, Misha. Thanks for letting me stay out all night.
Hi, Heidi.
Hello, Bocce World. Good night, Bocce World. We'll see you in the morning. I got to get to bed, pal.
We will see you in the morning. We'll be back. It's 10:30. We'll be back in. At least we don't start till 9 tomorrow.
Incredible work. I'm going to try and say Mike Sheldon.
Hey, close enough.
Close? All right. Incredible work. BBN. Have a good night, folks.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, tomorrow morning we'll be back at 9 a.m. for the Open A tournament. It's going to be teams of 4, open rules, no more PRV. Be a lot less confusing for some of you folks at home. And a heck of a lot more energy, faster paced game. There will be no problem with phones ringing during those games.
Ha! And there could very well be underdogs in the finals.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Hey, anything can
I
happen
think
in
that's
open butch.
the main difference between open and PRV.
That's
is
the beauty of it.
PRV, you very rarely are surprised to see who made the finals.
Right. So,
if you pay
please,
attention.
if you're not subscribed to the stream or to the channel, please subscribe, and you'll see all of our videos that we post in the future. If you turn on the notification bell after you subscribe, then you'll get a notification when we go live and when we post videos. We got a lot of other tournaments coming up after this weekend throughout the year, including Andy's ABC Open in Detroit. Another premier, showcasing some of the premier players in the country.
Oh, that's
and in the world.
That's the American Bocce Company.
There you go,
ABC Open 23.
So thank
Google
you, thank you everybody for watching. This has been the 2023 USBF Men's Doubles PRV National Championships from the Highwood Bocce Club in Highwood, Illinois. Congrats to our gold medalists, Leo Gennady and Miles Russell, and our silver medalists, Maurizio Pirelli and Anthony LaBarbera. Our bronze medalists, Andy Zimmerman, Frankie Ostello.
And
I always forget the other bronze medalist.
I wasn't in that game.
I did the same thing yesterday. Who was it? Leo?
Oh, was it Favali?
No.
No.
Oh, it was
Joe and
the ball
it was
busters.
George Moreno.
And Todd
Michael.
Yeah.
Who's going by Micheloni this week?
Micheloni. All right.
Micheloni.
Micheloni Ultra. Anyways, I'm going to go finish my glass of wine and try and get some sleep tonight. Maybe not. Tomorrow's going to be a more relaxed day, a lot of fun. We look forward to it. This has been a production of the Bocce Broadcast Network. I am Michael Sheldon. This is Andy Zimmerman, and we're going to see you tomorrow. Like I said yesterday, you take it easy, planet Earth. Thank you.